Yeah, wonderful people, you're welcome back again. As I promised, I said I'm going to bring to you more of the videos because these politicians, especially from the Senate, House of Rep members, and the rest of them are beginning to sit up. The governors, I got to tell them more, they will continue sitting up. We are not going to give them any breathing space. When we talk about governance, delivering the aspiration of the people. Now, we are talking about economic strangulation of the Southeast, and people have been highlighting, if we had seaport in the Southeast. Now, look at it. Listen to this.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I am Honorable Pascal Abodike. I represent Igbo Federal Constituency of Anambra State. Mr. Speaker, dear honorable colleagues, my motion goes, need to harness the potential in the maritime sector for economic growth and revive the abandoned Osaka seaport at Ihara local government area in Anambra State. The House notes that Nigeria GDP growth is mainly dependent on the contributions of the oil and gas sector. Hence, there is a critical need to diversify the country's revenue base. House also notes that the maritime industry provides government with the right platform to diversify economy, and if properly harnessed, it has the great potential to generate huge revenue from both local and international transportation of persons and goods by water. Approximately 80% of the shipping business done in the coast of the West Africa is done in Nigeria. Mr. Speaker, we further note that an event organized by the joint body of Nigerian seafarers professional group to commemorate the 2023 World Seafarers Day. The seafarers states that Nigerian maritime industry has the potential of generating $100 billion annually if properly harnessed. Aware that Osaka seaport in Ihara local government area of Anambra State, established before Nigerian independence and was a major route for transportation in the old eastern region, but it became moribund after the Civil War. Also aware that compared to the Lagos seaport, which is 60 nautical miles to the Atlantic Ocean, Osaka seaport is only 18 nautical miles to the Atlantic Ocean, which by the implication is closer and more viable route for shipping goods from China and other countries. Further aware that Osaka seaport has the capacity to handle over 35% of maritime business in Nigeria. Concerned that the abysmal neglect of the sector has both its potential to create jobs and contribute to the country's GDP are lost. Just as foreign operators smile home with billions of dollars yearly that could have accrued to the local operators and government coffers. Also concerned that the country's ports are currently classified among the worst ports in the world due to challenges such as delay in importation and exportation process, traffic congestion, poor access roads, safety and security concerns, infrastructural deficit, and logistics shortcomings, among others. Cognizance that maritime sector embraces all related business activities ranging from offshore economic activities such as fishing, salvage, storage, and underwater resources on onshore economic activities such as port activities, maritime transportation and shipping, construction, repair maintenance activities, as well as enterprises involved in carrying out other activities. Also cognizance that practical and holistic plans is required to address issues bedeviling the industry. Further cognizance that Osaka Seaport, when revived, will create over 2 million jobs, directly and indirectly, in maritime business, oil and gas, power, education, housing, agro-food industry, entertainment, and tourism, among others, thus generating huge revenue and boosting nation's economy. Mr. Speaker, the House is hereby resolved to urge the federal government to take proactive steps towards diversifying the economic base by harnessing the great potential in the maritime sector and ensuring the challenges hampering the growth of the sector are effectively dealt with. The second prayer also urge the federal government to revive the abandoned Osaka Seaport in Ihiala local government area of Anambra State in order to reduce the pressure on existing seaports and checkmate over-dependence in the petroleum and well, as well as boost nation's economy. Further urge the federal government to include the construction of Osaka Seaport dredging of Oras River in Ihiala local government area of Anambra State in the 2024 budget estimate. 4. Mandate Committee on Maritime Safety, Education and Administration when instructed to ensure compliance. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I so moved. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Honorable. Mr. Speaker, Pascal Abodike, representing the Federal Constituency of Anambra State. Mr. Speaker, looking at my motion, we can all attest that this is an infrastructural motion that calls for endless debate. It is a very straightforward motion that will boost the GDP of Nigeria. Our economic growth is very, very important this time, and it will reduce our dependence in the oil sector. Mr. Speaker, it is self-explanatory, Mr. Speaker. Thank you so much.
Any amendment? Any apple of Yewa North Imekwa from Federal Constituency? While I also agree that our nation needs this kind of projects that is scattered all over the country, but from experience, such projects do better with private sector involvement, and also with all the good, very attractive features of this particular one, as highlighted by the mover. I would like to suggest an amendment to Resolution 3 that further urge the federal government to include the construction of Osakwe Seaport and dredging of Orashi River in Ihiala local government of Anambra State in the 2024 budget, in addition to taking steps to attract private sector investment in the construction, such that we can, number one, reduce the involvement of government and also fast track the development of the project. Given all the attractive features as has been mentioned. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Is it amendment or is just a contribution? Member representing Askira Uba Hawul Federal Constituency. I'm from Borno State.
Good. Now, it starts from this. Some people will say, is it the first time it's being said? We keep pushing every one of them to keep saying it. And keep pushing for it. If the agitation must happen, it must happen at the National Assembly. It must happen within the corridors of power. Coming down to your states, your governors must sit up and mount pressure. Not just taking it as business as usual. Oh, our people were good in buying and selling. No, it is no longer business as usual. We need to keep giving these guys heat. Your state governors should be responsible to making our homeland a better place. We cannot be agitating for whatever we want to agitate for, yet we are destroying our homeland. And I can tell you, the people are also stakeholders in all of this. Because when you have irresponsible people, you have irresponsible governance or government or political class, because we only see psychopaths singing their praise when they know that these guys are a big failure. So keep sharing this video and keep encouraging everyone around you as we continue waking them up for our own good. Bye-bye for now. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not, and share this video for others to see.